I am Joseph Katowski, and I'm the Director of Orchestras here at Lafayette High School. I look forward to the fact that every year is totally different. You know, even though we have the same levels of orchestra every year, we have the chamber, the concert, symphony, and symphonic orchestras, there's always something new because every set of students is new. So we have chamber orchestra, which is the smallest of the orchestras and is the group that is the chance for the most personal growth for every student. Because it's a smaller group, I have a more opportunity to work with each student. We have the concert orchestra, which is a little bit larger orchestra. It has a higher practice, commitment, and expectation. We have the Symphonia Orchestra, which is kind of considered the training orchestra for the symphonic orchestra, and then the Symphonic Orchestra, which is our flagship group. That is the group that performs all over the nation, including at Carnegie Hall this April. So in January of every school year, students will audition for placement in orchestra. So students can choose to audition either for chamber or concert, or symphonia or symphonic. So the skill sets are more similar for each of those groups together. So the chamber and concert students have sort of the skill set that they learned in middle school, and most of that should be able to apply to those orchestras. Students who are a little bit more advanced, who have taken private lessons or have had more high school instruction, are probably more ready for the symphonia and symphonic orchestras. Typically the symphonic orchestra is the one that travels the most. I usually do also take all of the orchestras on some trips. So for instance, about 5 years ago or so, we went to Italy and we performed in Italy with the orchestras to a sold out concert hall, which was pretty amazing. We've also taken all of the orchestras to places like Disney. We've gone to Nashville, Tennessee, to Chicago. We've traveled all around and we've had the opportunity to play. A typical class period that doesn't have anything sort of special attached to it starts out where we will be performing our different warm-ups and skill development, because the way that we get to be better musicians is to focus on things in our playing that we need to improve on. One of my favorite events is our Pops concert, which happens only every other year, but it is a concert where the students pick all of the music, the students direct all of the music. So this is a concert that is completely student run. It is a fundraiser, and it's our largest fundraiser, and usually makes $2,000 to $3,000 for the orchestra program. So Solo and Ensemble Festival, we actually do 2 levels of that here at Lafayette, which is unlike most other schools. We have sort of a level that every single student participates in November, and then we have a second Solo and Ensemble, which is the district level, and then if you qualify at districts, you can go on to state. So what you do at Solo and Ensemble is that in the Lafayette version in November, every student participates in this festival. So you learn a piece of music with other people from your class. Maybe people you don't know well, maybe people you do know well, but it gives you a chance to be an independent musician in that setting. And then as you continue on, you can continue to play with solos or other ensembles, but it's an opportunity really to refine your abilities as an independent musician. Why be an orchestra? That's sort of the thing that I think is really important. Orchestra is a family. Orchestra is an opportunity to get to know people and to have friends that you have through life. Like not just in one class at one time. You kind of meet some of those people that maybe are your friends for life through a group like that. It's not only about playing the music, even though that's important, but it's also about making those social connections and finding a place you belong.
My favorite thing about orchestra is definitely all the music that we play and the complexity of it and all the music theory behind it too.
One of my favorite things about orchestra is how you kind of like relate with people in your section. Like if you play cello and there's like a difficult part, then you're all kind of like suffering together rather than alone.
If I can come to orchestra class 7th hour and just relieve all the stress that I've built up throughout the day from my other classes, and I can make a lot of new friendships in orchestra, and just to be able to play music with my friends, it's pretty cool.
You get to make so many really awesome friends that you never thought you would. We're gonna mess up, we're gonna do all this stuff, but in the end, we're just having fun, and that's what it's all about. Don't stress so much about oh my gosh, I need to get first chair. Just know that it's gonna be okay, and it's all about just having fun and just enjoying yourself and learning more about yourself in the program, which is awesome.
not a picture.
Video?
Yeah.
Input. I did not design them, but I'd love to have some students. This is going in there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I've looked directly into the camera way too many times.
Hey guys, do you mind if you're quiet while I'm finishing my interview? Thank you. It's okay. Thank you. It's okay.
Practice, practice, practice.
Anything else to add?
Practice.